Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to Tracy's Friday Favorites. Oh, finish getting dressed here. It's pretty much a miracle that I can wake up and do this. By Friday, I'm exhausted. Okay. There we go. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Let's get all set up here. What am I trying to do? Trying to think. Good morning. Oh, I don't know where. I'm streaming this live on my Facebook, right? There we go. Pop me a comment if you're here. I'm getting there. Oh, there we go. I see me. Papa, can you see me? Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay. I was up late last night. Of course, as always. You know what? I shouldn't start working on projects like at 9:00. Good morning. I'm trying to get freed from my necklaces. They're strangling me. All right. I thought it was 7:30 and it was actually like 7:48 when I was getting ready. So I had to step up the last part of it. Welcome. It's Friday Favorites. It's finally Friday. I'm free again. I got my motor running for a wild weekend. I don't have a wild weekend. Chris said, I missed the heart class. I do too. Can we start over? I always feel that way. All right. I give up. I'm just stuck. Good morning. Hi, Leah. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Margaret, Denise, Wendy, Lisa, Anne. It's a great day. Well, it's going to be a great day. I'm just going to establish that now. All right. I printed up my cheat sheet for today, and I have show and tell. You know what this feels like? Friday, we started doing this in January, Friday Favorites. So I talk about my favorites. I put it on my blog. So if you're interested, it's always all over there with links. Nobody has to take notes. Nobody has to do anything. I try to make it easy and accessible as possible. That way, we have a place to reference if we want to. Deborah said your voice was in my head last night. I hope it was soothing. I feel like I've got that Midwest nasally thing going on a lot, Deborah, so it's probably not the most welcoming thing at night, but I hope I said good things. I would definitely be saying good things. All right, it's Friday. So if I'm going to be in your head, it's going to be to motivate you and to talk. Now, when I do Friday Favorites, it is not because you're required to go buy things. It's just that people ask me, what are your favorite things? And I was constantly answering questions. What do you recommend for this? What do you recommend for this? And then I thought, why not just start sharing it? And maybe you'll remember, oh, I bought that, or oh, I have something similar. For those of you who are interested in mixed media makers, so the membership to Mixed Media Makers, by the way, the door, oh my God, let me see if I can, hold on. Let me see if I can show you the door. I haven't updated it since yesterday afternoon. There we go. So that was just right out of the gate yesterday. So if you want to sign up for Mixed Media Makers, sorry. One should not be, I know, adjusting her camera while she's live. Good morning. I know. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. Leave it. Stop messing with it. All right. Good morning. I've spent every morning with you this week. That's rare for me to do much of anything this early with anybody. Cindy, feeling is mutual. I love you, but I'd like to love you at 9:00, not 7:00. All right. So if you're signed up for Mixed Media Makers or you are wondering what I've been talking about, the doors are officially opened. They opened yesterday. If your name is not on the wall yet, do not despair. I updated that yesterday early in the afternoon. I don't do this until later in the day. So, uh-oh, did you lose the sound? Testing. Can you hear me? I'm making sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, maybe you have to refresh, Cheryl. But if you can't, oh. I need to know. Oh, okay. Phew. Okay, you're good. All right. Sometimes when you hear that, it's like, okay. Got it. So if you have not signed up for Mixed Media Makers or you're wondering, I will show you some examples. I did it yesterday. Everybody loved that, which is cool. I'll try to share some new examples. This morning in the favorites, I'll go over the favorites first. It is about not the basics, not the gesso, not the matte medium. That's the boring stuff. That gets you started. Everything we did in the heart challenge, those are your basics. Okay, so you already have your basics if you did the heart challenge with me, which is right behind me. All right, I wanted to talk about things that take it above and beyond and hopefully have examples for you. This is going to make me mad that I have to lift this down again for the 10th time. Oh, here it is. I got lucky. Oh, I got lucky. All right. So, oh, I sound and look great. Thank you. These are going to be products that I say are going to take it to the next level. You don't have to own all of them. Then you might want to see me use them in Mixed Media Makers. So don't fret about that. Some of the items too, I put on my website because last night I had a bunch of stuff that back when I had a wholesale account, I did a lot of teaching. I had a bunch of these things. So I put them on my website because I can sell them. All right. Number one, we're going to go over. Number one is this little number. It is called Weathered Wood. All right. And I will split my screen. There it is. It is called Weathered Wood. Now, that's a pretty funky name. But this is something, it's a crackle medium, which I absolutely love. And it makes things look like wood. I'm going to find, I'm going to look, and hopefully I have something. If not, I have a sample. I'll find it. Don't have it. By the way, I'm adding some papers to my website today too, I decided. Oh, here's weathered wood. Perfect. Weathered wood. Weathered wood. I'm going to hold this steady. And if you see color peeking out, see that like crack, hence the word crackle medium. That is how I achieve that. So weathered wood, that would be number one. I love it. I love it. Anybody watch Housewives? I am. So this is the bigger bottle. They make it in a 2-ounce bottle. I listed that on my blog. Okay. Number one, I'm going to give you a link to the blog right now. It's all listed. You don't have to take frenzied notes. I know a couple of people showed me their notes after they were done, and I was feeling sorry for you because you're not really able to watch and view. I'm still going to hold this up. Blinded by the light. It looks so much cooler in person. All right. The next one that I'm going to talk about is, so see, look, this is on my blog, Weathered Wood. Okay. The next item I'm going to talk about is Crackle Paste. Oh. Crackle Paste. Crackle Paste. Crackle Paste. Okay. The 2-ounce size will last you a while. I can't give a distance. It depends on how thick you put it on. So I can't really. Now, what was that? Crackle Paste. Oh, Okay, that's going to be a good example for that. Oh, here's another example of weathered wood by the. Do you see it now? There you go. There you go. Okay, that's weathered wood. That is weathered wood. Now, Crackle Paste, of course. I think I got it in here. Not the best. Crackle Paste is hopefully. This is not that thick. I just used it, I think. Now, a lot of these have dry time associated with them and no heat gun associated with them. So that would be a good example of me using it for a project in Mixed Media Makers versus me doing it on Mixed Media Monday, because waiting for things to dry is not easy when I'm looking. Maybe in the box of this. Ooh. I try to do things really large with Crackle Paste, so the fact that I'm not finding it is bugging me. Oh, but that's a good example of that. Okay, Crackle Paste is going to crackle. It cracks. It cracks. I know I've used it 1,000 times. And it's hard to see in this example. This is really the one I want you to see. Let's see if I can go down here just without holding it up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. See that right there? There you go. That is Crackle. Yes. Okay. All of what I'm giving you, by the way, is mixed media, mixed media stuff. Okay. Yes, it can be used on canvas. Okay. Crackle Paste. The next item up for bid, kidding, is modeling paste. Modeling paste, I use a ton. People were saying in the mixed media challenge that we just did that their gesso was too, what do you call it? Liquidy. They didn't get the texture they wanted. Texture paste is the answer to that question, like what should you use kind of thing. I'm looking for an example. Oh, I know texture paste. Oh, here's texture paste. This is texture paste taken to the nth degree. Do you see that? Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Okay. Texture paste, really thick. Here's going to be another example. By the way, Mixed Media Makers. This is one of my most popular things to share. Oh, here's texture paste. Where's the camera? There it is. Texture paste. Wait till I blow your mind with this one. See, these are all examples, by the way. I should be. Y'all think I don't have ideas in my head? They're all floating. Oh, this is a great example of Crackle or weathered wood. This isn't, see, when I'm not looking for what I'm looking for, I can find it. This, by the way, is a good example of weathered wood, okay? Well, it gives you an opportunity to see. Oh, here's modeling paste. This is modeling paste in black. So it comes in black and white too. So, but I always buy things in white. I figure I can make them black, but I have it in black. All right. These are all examples, by the way. You think I don't, okay. This, by the way, is made with modeling paste. It looks and feels like leather. And then I'll talk to you. Okay. Modeling paste. Do you see it? Do you see it? Okay. Hopefully you saw it. All right. Let's turn it to bright and sunny. All right. So that's modeling paste. The last two items I showed you examples just going all along are stencils. I use a lot of stencils. I love texture. I'm not going to answer specific product questions right now, Cecilia, about how and everything works, because I'm going to be sharing that in all of my lessons. And it's an option for you. But if I go into product details, we'll be here all day. And I don't have all day. I would love to spend it. So yesterday, I decided to go through and I have lots of new stencils. I listed these on my website. Doesn't mean I'm carrying them. Once they're gone, they're gone. But I had quite a few of them. Okay, sales are coming in. I added a bunch of stencils. I also lowered my flat rate shipping to like $5.95, and then so I was able to accomplish a lot last night in a little bit of time. But I want to talk to you about stencils. I don't care what stencil you use. So if you already have stencils and you look at some of the things that I do and you go, wait, I really want that look. A lot of the stencils that I use, a lot of them have been discontinued. Yes, I'll upgrade and find more, but I have these. I love them. I use them a ton. I just showed you examples. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Stencils are a tool. In other words, you don't use it, consume it, and it's gone. You use a stencil over and over and over again. So on my website, okay, on my website, yeah, Shirley, I figured out the flat rate shipping situation. However, if you order journals, it adds for the weight, because I can't lose money on shipping. Otherwise, I'm not in the business of shipping. Nobody has to order anything from me. I give you lots of links to other companies. There are a million stencil companies in the world, I guess. Maybe not a million. I have great relationships with a lot of them. Doesn't mean I'm not going to use different ones, but I just wanted to share, like, for example, here is one. This is in my arsenal of stencils. I love it. I use it all the time. It's like, oh, when in doubt, this is my go-to. Another one that I go to a lot, and it happens to be my nickname. People call me this all the time. Bubbles. Bubbles. I love bubbles. So stencils are a thing. I don't, just slap them. I'm just going through. But I have these. Once they're words, those are fun. By the way, this is my favorite word one. It's called serendipity. I believe in serendipity. Just weirdly. And another favorite is this one. And a lot of these have been discontinued. Nobody has to buy anything for me. I just love stencils. So obviously, if I have them, I'll put more as I buy them or whatnot. I am considering, these smaller things that are not that hard to ship. It's not a big deal for me. Okay. Those are on my blog as well, on my website. Limited time. Once they're sold out, there's no back order until I decide if I'm going to order them again. If I order them again, I don't know. They're super easy to ship. The last item up for bid that I want to share, it's not up for bid, is one of the tools that I talked about. I found about 10 extra sets of these last night. So I listed these on the website. Our stencil brushes. So I put them on. I might even have more than 10 sets. I'm going to go out and look. Our stencil brushes. I use them, know them, love them. These are ones that I have in a set. So this is a stencil brush. It's short and nubby. Works fantastic. We'll be using those as well. And well, why don't we take a leaf through here? Orders. All right. Like I said, I listed those all last night. My goal was just to sell them and get rid of them. I don't want to store anything. So I'm cleaning out my closet, literally. All right, let's go back here so I can see a little bit. There you go. So let's talk about mixed media while I'm here. I've gotten a lot of questions about the mixed media doors. Oh, the mixed media doors are open until Monday only. Once they're done, it's done. We go back to our regularly scheduled program, and that is me creating. Where do you find my blog? Oh, Tracy Weinzapfel Studios. Do you want the link? Hold on. Do you want the link? I mean, I got to stop because I don't know. Here you go. Tracy Weinzapfel Studios is my blog. I'm putting everything there. You can bookmark it. By the way, you can get emailed. You can sign up for emails on my blog. So the second I post something like last night at Dark 100, you would have been able to see my blog post already in advance. So you could have been ahead of the game. All right. So I'm going to leaf through this. Mixed Media Makers doors. Yes, all of this. This is really old artwork, by the way. But that doesn't mean old artwork is bad artwork. I happen to love all of these examples. This book traveled around with me all over the world. It has been to Germany. It has been to lots of other places, Canada, Mexico. This book is more traveled than I. And this is an old one. This is stuff that like I taught from years ago. Still love it. I still love it, know it, use it. I'm just going to hone in a little bit. So with mixed media makers, it's $28 a month or $280 a year. This is what I got to be thinking about last night. The cost of $280. Let's just take the year cost. $280. You get one project a month with the materials list for $280. Okay, that in itself is worth it because most of these classes that you see in these books on Canvas and everything else, I charge $45 to $75 a class. So you get the materials list. We are going to have a mixed media Monday. Always bear in mind that I have to be mindful of dry time. Some of the items I just listed do not do well with a heat gun. So I'm not going to try and always do that. However, when I'm giving the monthly deliverable, because I can hit pause during the dry time, go stick it out in the sun and come back, then you get it. Okay, I'm going to try and answer some of these questions. I had a real fetish. I used to call this my beverage art. Really. This is a walk down memory lane. This is the day that Prince died. I know, isn't that crazy? This is the day that Prince died. That's all I did. I wasn't even that close to Prince. I mean, we didn't like hang out or anything, but that's what I did. This was my birthday, May 4th. I was married to my second husband. He treated me not so great that day. And I did this, like I escaped in my room. And it was not a great day. It was my birthday. And I just never finished it. It was like, I'm leaving it as is. Every page for me has a story. So you might see, this is my Feel Good Leather one. This is like, all of these have been at one point or another, I have debated turning into challenges. All of them you can feel and touch. Okay, this book is super old. And then, this was a butterfly that at one point did fly off the page, but it has, I almost tore a wing off. I'm sorry, buddy. Hold on. We got to repair in aisle 4. All right. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I guess I'm going to be filling orders all day. I guess you knew what I was going through there, right? I stitched it. All right. That's enough examples. Oh, these are fun. These are all separate. All right. You get the idea. So I'll come back to you. So I was thinking about that. $280 is not a lot of money for the amount of art work and art projects you are going to have. So if you have any questions about mixed media makers, you can go ahead and throw that out there as well. I just gave you lots of examples of mixed media. Everything that you saw there might find its way back in the rotation, but in a different way. I don't do anything the same twice. Even when I teach something, I change something up or do something different because I'm in a different space and I don't know where I'm going to be in, the next day. Maybe, I was closer to Michael Jackson. I don't know why I didn't do anything for Michael, but I'm sorry, Michael. I did more for Prince. All right. All of the items I gave you today were in the Deco Art brand. You can go to my website. I gave links to those there. I also gave the information from Deco Art if you would like to order from them, and there's a discount code if you're first time ordering. Everything that I just said is in my blog. I make it super simple. I am giving the link here in the comments. If you can't find it, that will be posted as well today. Are there other brands of things? Yes, but I'm a Deco Art maker. So it just makes sense for me to, I'm an affiliate for them. Also, it helps me with them when you guys order through them. I don't have any, you don't have to order a thing. You can use what you have. You can go to a box store. You can get a 50% off coupon. I'm just here to talk about my favorites. And I will be using stencils. So if you already own some, then go ahead and use them. What size is that journal? I don't know. I think it's 9 by 12. That was a question. What size was that journal? I think that was 9 by 12. I also have an 8.5, 8 by 8. Also, for those of you asking me about journals, I placed another huge order because I found this on the web because they sell out the second I get them. I'm just not in the stocking business, but now I have a lot more room. So I'm actually going to expand my online shop just because people ask me about, and I do use, I just don't want to get into the shipping things that could potentially break, leak. I consider it, but I should never say never. I used to sell paints right from my studio, have a wholesale account. I can do that, but it just at the end of the day, I might do it with the media line if I continue to use it. It's not a bad idea for me. You know what? I'm writing myself a note. If you guys have the interest in the media line, I might expand to that. I like to keep costs down. Shipping, I do the best I can. I bought a postage printer, so I look a little more professional. Plus, I take extra care in shipping things. Also, I care about timing. When people place an order, sometimes I get orders at 11 o'clock at night and it's shipped the next day. That's just who I am. Nobody can say I delay in the shipping department. Oh my God. Oh, somebody just said, if I lived in San Diego, I'd come help you with the shipping department. I used to have somebody who did. And I have the separate workspace. Now I have the garage. I am branching out. So for me to say never would be a silly thing. Yeah. Oh my God. Should I order the stamps? I'll order my stamps. Okay. I'll place an order of my stamps, Shanna Smith, SS Smith. Especially my texture stamps. If those say sold out, they're sold out on my website. You can go to Dare to Be Artsy. Yes. Okay, sorry. I misunderstood. Hold on. Let me get you to there. If you're looking for my stamps, that's on my resources page as well. You can go to Dare to Be Artsy. I used to carry them. Again, don't want to be in the shipping department. You can order directly from Dare to Be Artsy. Okay, that's a great question. I'm sorry I misunderstood. Okay, I'll add them to my website at some point. I mean, I can order those. You know what? I can add those to my website. I actually have some in stock. But I'm going to add them. Okay, Shanna said I can wait. You might have to wait a while. No, I'll get them. I wrote a list. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? How are you enjoying Friday favorites? That should be a question I should ask. It's so funny because this kind of felt timing wise, mixed media makers doors being open. I did get a lot of questions last night. If you join for monthly and you want to quit at any time, you by all means can quit at any time. Nobody's holding you in art hostage. However, the question has equally come up. If you join monthly and want to upgrade to yearly, yes, by all means, you can do that as well. That is actually more typical of what happens, which I'm so happy about. Oh my God, I love it. I love that you love the Friday favorites. Now, I just want to keep giving out information. It's the best way I can give it out. So the mixed media makers, if you're on the fence about joining, when you join immediately, you do get the core videos. You could go watch all of those, say I quit at the end of the month. I really don't want you to do that, but the core videos are in there. You're also going to get the first project in February. Just bear patience with my team. I have been super busy, and my business partner has had some. Okay, literally, my phone is blowing up with orders. I love that. By the way, it means so much that you guys actually want to support me because yes, this is what one does for a living, and I do need to figure this out. I need to have more offerings. I just need somebody who's going to come in and work, but I'm not getting any employees. Uh, do I have a favorite transfer paste, Deborah? I'm going to add that to my list. I think I know what you're talking about. And by the way, with Jelly Arts, I'm going to be doing photo transfers. Stay tuned for that. What about a Jelly Arts week? What about it? I work for Jelly Arts. What about? I have some Jelly Arts plates I could list too. What about Jelly Arts plates? I'll talk about that. I'll do transfer mediums too. Okay, I added that. This is my list. All right, so I'll answer more questions about that later. Great question. Is there a yearly renewal? When you sign up for any of my memberships, if you sign up at $28, that is the cost of the your membership. When you renew, it'll be the same price. We don't up the price. However, the next time I open the doors, it's not going to be at $28. It will be more. So this is the lowest that you can join. Yes, that's a great question. Thank you for bringing that up. I am going to do a Friday on jelly printing. I will do a Friday on jelly printing with my basic tools, the things that I love, and then maybe throw a Papa demo or something into there. I wrote that down. We'll do a Friday favorites on Jelly Arts. If you don't know what jelly printing is, I work for them as well. I literally work for them. All right. I love that. And I'm going to be doing, in fact, I'm teaching a class in April in Texas. And I'm going to be teaching all photo transfers. It's one of my favorite things to do. Mary Stevenson, I love that. I love people who figure out the math for me. $28. It's the cost of, it's less than $1 a day. So I will do that. Also, we're going to be jelly printing in mixed media. I do that a ton. I had been kind of waiting for the perfect space for that. I love Jelly Arts. I love jelly printing. I have been part of I work with their artists, and I'm their artist coordinator, as we'll say what I do. Also, I have a discount code for them. Always use my discount code with them. All right. Mary says she's terrible with math. Mary, you figured that out for me. It is less than $1 a day. But I got to thinking, this is me when I wash my hair in the morning. What can I do? What can I present? What can I share? And then it hit me. I'm like, $280 a year divided by just the monthly deliverables, that would be 12 projects. It's worth it because my classes are not $10. By the way, the amount of people, I got some people who sent me, this is way too cheap. I could charge each of you more if you want. Those only happen once or twice a year. The challenges do not happen. And that's really just a good way for me to get people to create. It's a no excuses way. And a lot of people are intimidated by signing up for a $75 class with $100 worth of supplies. Instead, this is a $10 class. And I just try to offer as much as I can. Chris, I am sometimes underselling myself. But really, this has been a great way to meet more people. Listen, I didn't think people would sign up for 5 people would sign up. But in the end of the day, there is a lot to be offered. There is a lot to be offered. Somebody wrote back to me and said, $10 is over $100 for me to buy these supplies. And I'm thinking, yeah, but quite honestly, the supplies keep on going. That's really how I look at things. That is always how I will check, but yes, I am an artist. I do make a living at this. So I don't believe in giving away. Every artist is worth their fee. Well, not every, but most artists are worth their fee. I have signed up for I am a student as well, just so you know. We're always students in life. I sign up for classes myself. And when I sign up for classes, I evaluate what people give, and that's made me a better teacher. I will tell you, I come from the world of decorative painters. That was part of where I learned to teach. If you've ever taught a group of decorative painters, I love my decorative toll painters. I love them, but they are the quickest people to, what's the word? Constructively, straightforward, tell you what they think. I have a couple of decorative painters in this group, and I'm sure that they can attest to this. So I had to develop a little bit of a rougher skin. And also I had to say at the end of the day, what I gained from them, was being a better teacher and being, my supply lists are like on par minus some typos, if you notice. And also I do encourage people to use what they have. Now, manufacturers don't like that as much, but I learned that way. And also I remember everybody has an opinion, and I really do have a tough skin, if you want to say. One time there was a person at our decorative painting show who stood right in front of my art while I was demoing it, actively standing there. And she said, I would feel so bad if I left that kind of artwork to my kids and they were stuck with that. They wouldn't even know what to do with it. And I just stood there and I was like, okay. Okay, I get it, yeah. And actually, I thought to myself, I'm not for everybody, but that's okay. If I stay in my own lane and I'm not for everybody, that's okay, because I'm guessing she wasn't for me either. But I didn't have to say anything, and then it was quite sweet because my mentors in this world told me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I will never forget that, because it made me realize I am not for everybody, nor do I have to be for everybody. And that's okay to stay in my own lane. But I did stand there and I was like, needless to say, we're not best friends. And when I teach, and Mel wrote this, which is sweet. I love the fact that it's affordable. Not everyone has the money for classes. I've not signed up for classes because they're just expensive. It's nice that your classes are accessible for everybody. Thank you, Mel. Am I going to Oklahoma? Connie, I did not submit. And they were so generous and nice to me. I just have so much going on at the time, and the due date was at Christmas, and I just had a lot. I have a lot going on in this year, so I love my Oklahoma. I love my people. I love my Connie and my Karen. It's not to say I won't go. Uh, it's not to say I won't go. It's just that I'm not teaching. Well, obviously I'm not teaching unless they say, hey, you can have a minute to demo. Who just asked for my discount code for Deco Art? I'll put it here. Ooh, I will put it here. Check out the blog. It's listed in there. I think I made it bold. That's how things are. I share a lot too. So I want to know how your garage painting is going. When are you going to get a tour? Kate, I will give a tour. It hasn't moved forward just because of the workshop and this opening the doors to your artful journey. So I have been really burning my candle at all ends. I'm going to be painting most of it tomorrow. I have people coming for the Super Bowl, so I don't want them to see a half done wall. It's not even a half, it's a quarter. Connie and Karen are my favorites. So they know what I'm talking about with everything. And by the way, just so you know, I don't want the decorative painters to come after me. They have just an impressive resume, and I was young and could afford. By the way, my biggest mentor in my life was one of the best straightforward decorative painters in the world. If y'all know Doxy Keller, I've talked about her several times in my life. She was the one who looked me square in the eye and said, keep going, kid. Keep doing what you're doing. And Doxy, rest in peace. I'm continuing to do that. So that to me is there's always learning opportunities in everything you do. And you can always be a better teacher. You can always be a better person. You can also be a better student. Everything. And I'm never stopping. I never want to stop learning, especially from my mentors, Doxy, Darla, Jeanette. Those are the Oklahoma people. Those are the people who did open the doors for me and didn't shut them when they saw my art. Some people did. Did not like it one bit. Okay. I think I answered all of your questions. I do want to say these everything that I've done and the opportunities I have. I'm checking my hand. I always write stuff in my hand. All of everything that I've ever done in life has brought me to this moment and has prepped me for the things I'm doing today. So I have no regrets. I have learned from everybody. And yeah, I do smile things off. Now, do I turn around and say, do I turn around and call my girlfriend and go, everything I did is yucky? Do I call my parents and say, I'm giving this up? But then yesterday I get a call from somebody who really wants me on their website, and they have a very large platform and they love my artwork. So it goes both ways. I had a licensing agent reach out last week. I mean, everything has a way of just being the way it's supposed to be. Do I have a tougher skin? Yeah. Sometimes I decide if that person has that much time to critique me, maybe at the end of the day, that's not my people. You're my people. That's it. I got people. All right. Mixed media makers. I can't say this enough. Again, doors close on Monday. Please. I think it might be 5 or 6 p.m. my time. I'll confirm that closing the doors thing, but don't wait till Monday, because what ends up happening is you can't get on, something's delayed, blah, 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 blah. I don't handle any of the behind the scenes stuff. Also, my job is to paint, come up with Friday favorites, come up with ideas to inspire you. My business partner, Donna, is amazing at keeping that that way. That was I think the deal was when we went into partnership, I said to her, all I want to do is paint. That's literally the words I said. So, you should have an email with a link. What does that mean, Mel? You should have an email with a link. Oh, wait, there's a delay. I don't know what that means. Yes. Yes. My business partner has suffered great loss this past week. And so she too is regrouping, and we are giving every bit of space needed, and everybody needs that time to grieve. And I am, oh, there we go. Answering Vicki. Thank you. Thought that was directed to me. All right. Any other questions? If I didn't answer them, you can by all means send an email to me at support@yourartfuljourney.com. And one question I am getting, and I probably don't have the answer to this, is, and we'll decide this when we get off the air, is when people will be onboarded into the Facebook group. I'm assuming next week. We usually take the weekend off, by the way. I'll be working all weekend, except for Super Bowl Sunday when I have people over. All right. If you guys didn't, there should be a welcome email. It welcomes you to a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group. We'll be onboarding people next week, I believe. And thank you so much for understanding. It's so funny when you get things. Okay, my phone, I got to go fill orders. I could probably pop them in the mail by the time the mailman comes today. All right. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for participating. I want to answer all of your questions. I do the best I can. I did get a message yesterday from somebody who said, I asked the question all in capital letters. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Plus, if you're screaming at me. Okay. Any other questions before I go dive into my emails that are now blowing up? While you're there on my blog, sign up. You'll get the emails because I come out with my favorites on Thursday. I'm done with my favorites by Thursday. See, and then I print them up so that way you don't have to take notes. See how easy I knew I was going to pay for that blog and it was going to come back and bring life to it. And I want to thank everybody for leaving comments on there. That's so nice to go in and read. I will go ahead and add the items that I was talking about, maybe place an order for my stamps and see how those go. I don't mind doing that at all. You guys make my day. Have a wonderful day. I will, please, if you could take 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and maybe when you're popping over at my blog, leave me a comment and tell me what you want to see. I'll pull it out. We will do a week of talking about transfer images because I'm doing that for deco art. And I will do for Jelly Arts. I will also do a Friday favorites of Jelly Arts products that I know, use, and love. That's a great idea. I know Jelly Arts would love that and they would promote it. Okay. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all soon. Do something creative. If your man, woman, kids, friends are watching the Super Bowl and you have no interest, stick your art journal in front of you. Now, don't be rude, but don't be rude and invite a bunch of people over and then have your art journal in front of you or something else, but do something creative. Okay. That's my thing. Talk to y'all later.